This is KUGAN CASSIUS for iFILM London. We're at the Landmark Hotel here in London for the press conference for Frank Warren's show on March the 16th. With me on the bill, George Groves fighting for the vacant European super middleweight title against Muhammad Ali Ndiaye. What are your thoughts about this fight, George?
It's a very good fight. It's a very good fight. It's exciting, obviously, for me to box a European title. It's a title I haven't got. It's a prestigious title. It's a title that I'd like to obtain. And the opponent's very good. The opponent's very good. He's got a good record. Hasn't boxed much outside of Italy, but that still don't mean he's a good fighter. I've had a look at him. He throws good, solid punches from various different angles. He's got a lot of tools in his toolbox. So it's going to be an exciting fight on a very exciting bill.
Now, this was the European title that James Ndiaye vacated. So, you know, he's obviously choosing a different path. He chose to keep his other belt and vacate this one. You know, what are your thoughts on that? Would you have done the same?
Well, no. This is the guy I'm fighting ended up becoming mandatory for James Ndiaye, and James Ndiaye obviously didn't fancy that fight, so he's vacated. The way James Ndiaye's performing at the moment, this guy would beat him, so that makes sense. He still won't stand a chance against me, so I'll take the fight. I'll take that European title, and I'll be on my way. So it's okay. It's just, has a little bit of another spin to the story that it was James Ndiaye's title that he just vacated. But no, this is it's a good fight, and it's for a good title. So I'm ready.
Ndiaye has never been stopped. He's only lost once. I think that was on a split decision as well. So you're in this bout again where you're going to be trying to stop him and make a statement.
We'll see how we go, Joe. We'll see how we go. You know, a lot of people I do box, I end up stopping. A lot of people that don't get stopped, I have stopped. The only one I sort of failed to do was Glenn Johnson. You know, so
we'll give you that one. Man's as loud as rocks.
Exactly. Yeah, he was. He really was. But yeah, I definitely in the last fight got a little bit carried away. Misread the situation. You know, I do have power. I do catch people, and I'm pretty good. I do usually have a pretty good instinctive finish, but got it wrong that day. I think I threw a few too many punches when I thought he was on his way out, and he wasn't. So I'm going to use that to my advantage for the rest of my career. Take that as a lesson learned, and be a little bit more cute, a little bit more you know, clever with it. You know, instead of seeing it, actually really feel it and sense it, and then jump on it. Because if I'd probably gone about it the other way, I could have made it a little bit more easy and been maybe a little bit more clinical that night. You'll see that on March 16th.
Now, you're unbeaten. Last April, you felt as though you were ready for a world title against Stiglitz, the one that never happened. So, I mean, from that period till now, where do you think you are now as in regards to being ready for a world title?
I'm a better fighter now by a long way than I was a year ago. A year ago, I literally decided that, you know, well, I got a world title fight and I had to put my foot on the gas and move up through the levels, and the camp was hard, and I did make that improvement. I just never got to box. I never got to show it. I had frustrations outside the ring, but the training was always there, and I feel I'm a better fighter now than I was a year ago, you know, tenfold. And you know, the better the opponent, the better you have to perform. So the better, you know, qualities you will see, you know, when you do box. But you know, you'll see I'm much more calm and composed. I'm much more confident. I'm much more, you know, relaxed, and just feel like I'm, you know, in a good place. You know, because I do think I'm a better fighter now than I was a year ago. There's stuff that I couldn't do before that I can do now, so it's just adding to my game. If I'm ever in that situation where things are uncomfortable, you can, you know, go back on the things you've learned in the gym. And I've had time now to put that into actual fights. You know, I had 12 rounds against Johnson. I had 6 rounds out in the States last year, both with in times where it was a difficult, sticky patches of a fight, and came through it fine. So I'm going to use that. I have to.
Do you feel like you probably will end up having one more fight after this before looking for a world title shot?
We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. I got very good world rankings, and maybe there'll be some point where I can crack on and get a shot. There's been talk about me fighting various world champions at the moment, and you know, if it came up, I'm pretty sure I'll take all of them. So we'll see how we go.
All right, Jules. Well, listen, thank you very much for talking to iFILM London again. Looking in great shape already, and you know, yeah.
I'm in decent shape. I keep the weight off over Christmas. I like others, eh?
I just missed you at the David Hay signing day. I think we just left as you just walked in.
Yeah, I was waiting. I said, Dave, send us a text when they go, and then I'll pop in. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Yeah.
Same thing I said to David. As soon as George is on his way, let us know and we'll go as well.
Did you?
It's a double whammy.
I didn't tell David, so you're lying.
I lied as well.
Oh, I didn't lie. You
And
lied.
thanks for voting for me. I did win Boxing Report of the Year, and it's something to do with you really as well.
Jar, if you get as many votes as the amount of people you tell, I'm not surprised. Because, you know, turn around. Is it written on the back of your
No, not yet. It's not yet.
No?
That's coming.
Is it?
That's
And what
coming.
is it again? What did you win?
Boxing Report of the Year.
Yeah, but was it a self-awarded reward?
Yeah, I awarded it to myself. I awarded it to myself.
What was the governing body?
The governing body. It's not a title fight, George.
Okay, who is this? What
We've
word
been
am I
for-
looking for then?
ATG Radio in America.
Right, but you're not American.
No, I'm not
You don't
American.
do any interviews in America.
I know, that's what's good about the award.
So did you win best overseas?
No, we
reporter?
just won it. Beat 8 Americans to win it. Stop turning to. All right, we're running out of time allegedly. Luckily for you. This is KUGAN Cassius with George Groves, St George Groves for iFILM London. Follow him on Twitter at St George Groves.
Vote KUGAN. You shit.